The Supreme Court has just delivered a unanimous 9-0 ruling, and the impact is so massive, America may not look the same tomorrow morning. A decision this unified is extremely rare. No dissents, no split opinions. The entire court, both conservative and liberal justices, stood together, sending a message so loud that states, agencies, and even the White House are scrambling to respond. This case started months ago when a lower court ruling created nationwide confusion. Multiple states were enforcing different interpretations of the same constitutional question, creating legal chaos. Businesses were unsure, citizens were unsure, even state officials were waiting for clarity, and today, the Supreme Court stepped in with a verdict nobody predicted. At the heart of this case was one critical question: can the government enforce sweeping rules that restrict constitutional rights without clear, specific justification? This wasn't just about one state. This wasn't just about one group. This was about the limits of government power, and the protection of individual rights. In a stunning 9-0 vote, the court struck down the disputed rule completely. The ruling states that the government overstepped, lacked clear authority, and violated constitutional safeguards. The message: if you're going to regulate rights in America, you'd better have strong, lawful, constitutional grounds. The most shocking part is not the ruling itself, it's the unity. The court rarely agrees 9-0 on major rights-based cases. But this time, both wings, liberal and conservative, essentially said, enough. The Constitution is not optional. Even the written opinion carried strong language, signaling frustration with inconsistent lower court decisions. The court's reasoning was straightforward. 1. No vague powers. Government branches cannot claim authority that Congress never explicitly granted. 2. No rule can bypass constitutional rights. Agencies must prove that restrictions are necessary, balanced, and lawful. 3. No more patchwork enforcement. A right is a right. It must be protected equally across all states. This clarity is exactly what America was waiting for. Effective immediately. States must adjust their regulations. Federal agencies must revise policies. Courts handling similar cases must now follow the Supreme Court ruling, and thousands of pending appeals may be overturned. Some states will celebrate this. Others will resist it, but none can ignore it. This decision sends shockwaves through America because it limits federal overreach. It strengthens individual rights. It forces states to align with a single national standard. It sets a precedent that will affect future laws for decades. Whether it's gun laws, privacy rights, speech, or executive authority, this ruling will be used as a reference point again and again. Critics are furious. Some argue the ruling ties the hands of government agencies. Others fear it may weaken future protections or enforcement powers. Several political groups are already demanding legislative action, but the Supreme Court's message is clear. Constitution first, politics second. Here's what to expect in the coming weeks. Emergency meetings in state capitals. Revised agency guidelines. New lawsuits testing the limits of this ruling. And possibly Congress stepping in to rewrite certain laws. This decision has opened a floodgate. And America is about to feel it. For citizens, this means your rights just became stronger. States cannot enforce unclear restrictions. Federal agencies can't bypass constitutional limits. And courts must now follow a stricter framework. This ruling is not just legal, it's historic. Today, in a unanimous 9-0 decision, the Supreme Court redefined the boundaries of government authority, strengthened constitutional protections, and sent shockwaves across all 50 states. America just changed. And most people don't even know it yet. If you want these historic updates before anyone else, if you want clear, powerful, accurate Supreme Court breakdowns, subscribe now because the next ruling is coming. It's worse, and it could be even bigger than this one.